Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's another beautiful day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and here are today's headlines. The drama in the Walterboro courtroom that has been home to the Murdaugh murder trial for the past month escalated this week as Alec Murdaugh decided on his own, apparently over objections from his legal team, to take the stand. Thus far, Alec has admitted that he lied to numerous clients, stealing millions in settlement money, and that he lied to investigators, family, and friends about his whereabouts on the night of the murders, admitting that the voice on the now infamous kennel video is his, placing him with Maggie and Paul just moments before they were killed. But he insists he is telling the truth, that he did not kill them. He looked directly at the jury when answering many questions and wept when being questioned by his defense attorney. Cross-examination will continue Friday, with the state trying to show that he is a master manipulator that will do or say anything to feed his lifestyle and drug habit. Though she called President Biden's trip to Ukraine and Poland an embarrassment, Lowcountry Congresswoman Nancy Mace is actually encouraging the military to speed up delivering supplies to the Ukrainians. As part of her new position on the Armed Services Committee, she made the comments during a visit to Paris Island. Mace says she's seen the State Department slow-roll aid to Ukraine and wants to pick up the pace of support. The last two vice presidents of the United States have trips planned to South Carolina next week. Kamala Harris will make her fourth visit to the state next Monday, when she will join Congressman Jim Clyburn to promote the federal spending on better rural internet access. About 135,000 homes in South Carolina are still without broadband. You can find out more on whether you can get help with broadband at getinternet.gov. Former Vice President Mike Pence will conduct a fireside chat and do a book signing at Bob Jones University in Greenville next Thursday. The State House is giving out the first hints as to how it will appropriate the extra $3.5 billion it has to spend this year. The Ways and Means Committee has approved a $2,500 raise in the starting salary for state teachers to at least $42,500 a year, but did not approve the governor's idea of providing teachers with a $2,500 retention bonus. The question still remains on if that will be enough to slow the shortage of teachers that has reached 1,400 openings statewide. State leaders have also been touting the building of new electric car battery factories lately, but the key to getting us to buy more electric cars is more charging stations. And it was recently announced that those charging stations will now be in state parks, and the state has $70 million in federal money from the infrastructure bill to put even more charging stations about every 50 miles on the interstates, but also in rural areas where there's a critical shortage. And 5 is a big number at this year's RBC Heritage. We will celebrate 55 years of the tournament. A 5-time champion, Davis Love III, who also has an additional 5 finishes in the top 10, is tournament chairman. And on Thursday of tournament week, Love will celebrate the last year of his 50s as he blows out the candles on his 59th birthday cake. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now let's take a look at what happened last night in the Lowco with Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. And it's a big weekend for the handful of high school basketball teams from the Lowco who have survived the February frenzy until the bitter end. Championship weekend tips off at 5 p.m. Friday at the Sumter Civic Center, where the Hilton Head Christian Academy girls juggernaut is expected to claim its 5th consecutive state title. The Eagles face Shannon Forest in the Skeeza 3A championship game, and after outscoring their first 2 playoff opponents by a combined 110-42 score, tonight is shaping up to be another coronation for the Queens of Skeeza Hoops. Following that one, it's time for the biggest installment yet of a storied Lowco basketball rivalry as Hilton Head Christian Academy and Hilton Head Prep square off for the Skeeza 3A boys title. The arch rivals split a pair of meetings during the regular season, with the home team winning each, and now they meet on a neutral court to settle the score and see who claims the state title. Then on Saturday, the Beaufort Academy girls go toe-to-toe with Cathedral Academy for the Skeeza 2A title at 2:30 p.m. at the Sumter Civic Center. The Eagles beat Patrick Henry 41-26 last night, their 4th win over the Patriots in 4 meetings this season. Up the road in Florence, the Estill Gators will try to extend their program history by 1 more game and punch a ticket to the state championship when they take on perennial power Scotts Branch in the Class 1A lower state final at 2 p.m. We previewed all 4 games in a special edition of the Lowco Hoops Report last night. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. And now here's Maria with a look at our weather.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're seeing more of this beautiful weather throughout the rest of the weekend and into next week. Taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be cloudy with Hilton having a high of 73, a low of 60. Bluffton's going to have a high of 73, a low of 60. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 74 and a low of 60. Come Sunday, it's going to be mostly cloudy again with Hilton having a high of 73, a low of 60. Bluffton's going to have a high of 77, a low of 60. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 76 and a low of 60. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:55 and sunset's going to be at 6:17. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday low tide is going to be at 8:02 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 1:55 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide is going to be at 8:59 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 1:50 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy all day, and then we might see a light night shower. And the highs are going to be in the 70s, lows in the 60s. Come Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy again with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s again. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, Robin Zimmerman will sit down with JD Koch to talk about the Lenten season that is upon us. Don't go away.